Hello everybody, thank you for joining in back on another video. This is another video concerning the Glock 26 Gen 4 for more of the accessory wise I did not cover over on my first video of the EDC. Obviously checked and cleared of any ammo, magazine, no ammo. There's no ammo in this room at all. And further to do, we can just get right into it. So one thing about this Glock 26, when I first purchased it, I did a little overview on that about it being the first firearm I ever purchased. And with that came the first accessories of me kind of purchasing for my EDC, and one of them is this belt. This belt is a Gatco leather belt. As you can see, kind of a Velcro here, strap. For the time being, at that point in time, this was kind of a good starter point. Not too expensive. Kind of chunky belt loop here, kind of rigid, but still not as good as today's market, as you can tell here. But lasted me a long time. Had carried this for I don't know how long, maybe 5-6 years, until I purchased my current firearm that I carry every day, which I will do a video on soon here. But yes, this, you can tell, kind of beat up, was used and abused. Velcro, like I said, just to your length of your waist. So decent purchase around that time. Happy with it. But with that, my new and current belt that I use is this Core Essentials, and this has been my go-to. I actually have a few of them. This one is the one that I use pretty much every day. I even use these belts just for everyday going to work. I actually just like the rigidity of it and just kind of got so used to it that I just use this as my everyday belt instead of just a leather saggy belt and whatnot. They're actually very comfortable. They have these little waistbands that goes, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it will adjust to your waist. Cut it down. And let me just show you. You'll cut it down. You will clip this part down onto it. Put these screws in. I like to Loctite them. Probably don't need to, but I do. And you can also purchase different belt buckles. I usually get the smallest slim one I can possibly find. And then with that, it is, as you can tell here, a ratcheting system. So give yourself some leniency with these belts so you can actually have contour to your body, a nice good place to ratchet your system. If you cut too much, maybe you won't be able to ratchet too much. So just take that in consideration. As you can tell, I've used and abused this one. It's this one I've been using and still using. The other ones that I do have are more something for backup since they were running sales, and I ended up purchasing some. It comes with this little strap here, so when you are carrying, you can kind of put this around and kind of snug it here. And what this will do is just kind of help keep it all not protruding and just kind of staying contoured nicely to your body. So that is the holster. I mean the belt. Now to the holster. This is what I carried when I first purchased my firearm. This is a Galco leather and vintage there. I contoured it to more of a side. So what would that be? Like a 3-4 position ish around there. It was decent for the price. It contoured the body. One thing I didn't like, since it is leather, at least this back part here, this will kind of flap around to your body, which you may think is good, but in all, I will show you here. This may seem fine, but just sometimes it gets kind of annoying for some odd reason, kind of stuck if you are a bigger guy, and kind of will kind of jab you. Besides that, it holds the firearm very, very well, as you can tell. If anything, you can get a blow dryer, heat gun, you know, heat it up a little bit, kind of contour to your firearm a little bit more. There's no exact retention on it, but I've had no problems, and as you can see, it's pretty snug. Used that for a long time, but after a long time of carrying and more products coming out, I did switch to something else. These clips, not too bad. If I'm correct, this can also be tuckable if you are wearing a button-up shirt. So that's one nice perk. You'll just kind of tuck your shirt into here, and then it still will clip. So that is one thing that I will give props to for this, is that it does have that like adjustability, that kind of different than most. I believe there is some now that can do that are more just a Kydex type holster, but this was my first one. What I currently use is this. This is a Tolster holster Kydex holster, and for the longest time this has been very, very good for what it is, and I use this every single day. I've used it for a long time. I changed this out. This had like a paddle type retention thing on here. First, I changed these loops to this. Once I had more, which is like more of a monoblock, I believe people call them. It's steel. Very nice. Have them on a lot of my holsters. They really clip onto anything. I mean, you're talking belts perfectly. Pants. They just dig in to have a nice little metal part in there, and they are tight. And them being steel, they just hold their shape. Even like basketball shorts, these will really dig into them and be fantastic. I did this due to more of a comfortable perspective. They're loops, fantastic. You know, for inside the carry, you put them like that, loop around, and they kind of go down, up, and it will contour kind of to your body. Since it's kind of loop, I can kind of show you here. Oops. I carry also now appendix style. So I do sometimes will move this clip either left or right, depending. Sometimes I'm able to carry it like this, depending on the type of pants I'm also wearing. I'll just put my firearm here, extra magazine here. So I'll kind of show you how that would go. Go something like this. And this is a pretty tight fit. And this is how it would mainly carry. So inside the waistband, just like this, extra magazine over here. Obviously this will be tighter, but this is just a little preview of how it would be. Fantastic, I love the loops for different firearms. They work great, but I mainly use monoblock. And then this here is Toaster's Sidekick. This will bring your belt, will catch on here and bring your firearm closer to your body. Makes it less for printing. It brings the butt of the gun closer to your stomach and to your body. And I just love it. I mean, you stick it on, they bring these little glue pen, like sticks, glue it on there. Plus there's a little 3M stick tape there. Glue it there and you are good. I mean, I have no complaints of this. So that is my current holster for this. Magazine, 10+1. Usually I'm carrying a 13+1 and then an extra mag of 17, just as a backup. And that usually has a mag extension, so it makes it of a full grip of the firearm. And this would be the Toaster Holster magazine carrier. Very nice, adjustable, has many points of adjustability here and here with the Allen key inside the waistband. So it would sit like this, closer to my body. With this monoblock, like I said, I love these. These are perfect, grip very tight, and it's a 1.5. My belts are also 1.5. And this fits perfect. Just put it here, just like this. You want to have your hand, so your index finger can bring that out and you can reload. So this is how I usually carry it. Great setup here. Lots of updates from when I first got introduced to the firearm world and carrying, and now has updated a lot. And I believe that is it for today. I thank everybody for watching my videos. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I will be back with another video soon. Thank you.